Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Alright, I'm excited to see how Godot went and got Tigray over there. This can be interesting. Anyway, January 8th, 1:21 p.m. There's a court in lobby number 1. So, we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I'm not sure about that. I think it has a little bit longer to go. I don't know. I don't know if we have, definitive proof yet. I wish I could agree, and I wish I could speak correctly also. There's a lot of things we wish for. Anyway, huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. Exactly. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal. Oh, Gumshoe? Okay, hello. Hi, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. We definitely delivered that lunchbox. It was great. I mean, she enjoyed it a lot. What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Topknot. It's not a topknot. It kinda is, honestly. Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kinda get wound up. No kidding. Just rips the couch in half. Oh god. Gumshoe, you need to calm down there, buddy. Come on now. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then. But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour. You bet. In that case, would you mind checking out the prints on this for me? Let's see. Something important recently? Possibly the small bottle? What else do we have here that we'd really need the prints on? Anything recent? You know what we really need the prints on right now? My attorney's badge. Anyway, we need to know. We know the prints on that. Yeah, that seems about what we'd want the prints on right now. Yeah, because okay. Huh. That would... Okay. That'd be interesting. That's the only thing I can think of right now that we'd need prints off, and we might be able to get something good off of that. I mean, it's kind of half and half, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure this is the real Glen Elg's medicine, so it would have his fingerprints on it, but there's nothing else really, and it might have somebody else's prints on it, most likely. So found unidentified. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for that. If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints were on this? Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prints on this belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Why didn't you do it earlier then? God damn it, Gumsh. Oh, always come to the party late, just like when you saved the day. But at least you saved our ass a couple times. Saved our ass. Actually, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since you saved our ass. I guess it's like, yeah, it's a once in a while thing. It's not a lot. It's not like a consistent thing, but it's more of a... Yeah, like you didn't save us from getting tased in the first game, but you did save us from dying in the first game during the Steel Samurai mission. I guess that's nice of you. So you come through when it's like death, but you don't come through when I get punched by Red White or other things of that nature, which are, you know, the voltage of karma. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, anyway. You take that. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose this, the case before I get back. So, I'm gonna be stalling for time then. Oh, okay. Gotta get in the mindset of stalling for time. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Yeah. So, stalling for time. Gotta put myself in that mindset. Not just trying to present evidence, more stalling for time. Okay, 1:56 p.m., courtroom number 4. Just a small animation of, like, Godot dragging in Tigre. Kind of like, Monokuma and Danganronpa dragging people to the punishment. That'd be quite hilarious. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this, Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem. Wait, tamed him? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites. Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. I hope I'm saying Tigre right. I mean, I know his name's... I could just call him Tiger, but... Okay, I didn't read what the judge said, but he just got interrupted. Like, please state your name or something. Roar. Wait. Maya just hid under the desk. Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there, too. Would you mind what you say to me? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? Oh, no. He got a bad Brooklyn accent there? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, man. That's kind of scary in its own right. I got business to take care of. You hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was the judge. The judge just ran. The judge was like, I'm out of here. No. This is not happening right now. He's just like, nope, not doing this. I'm gonna go see my, apparently the other judge is Canadian, by the way. I did not know this. That's interesting. Makes sense. Now that I look back on it and saw what he said. Yeah. Canadian. Anyway, just random thoughts I had. Yeah. I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor. Oh, dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it. We're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? Oh, dear. There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. Oh wait, need to take a drink of my coffee. I actually have some this time. It's a little cold now, actually. Shit. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, masked boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about, please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Huh. Phoenix Wright. You's the one that set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. The tigre's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Go. Maybe I should have brought a diaper with Phoenix, come on now. We had to deal with the hemorrhoid thing earlier in this game. Now we gotta deal with you pooping yourself. That's That's a bit much. Get a grip, Nick. Okay, the tiger's alibi. What you gotta say for yourself? I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with a business in December last year. Spent all of my time in the office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderlander every single day. You want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Ah, at last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, but... I will not allow you to do it. No cross-examination this time. What is it, please? Witness, if you could refrain from shouting like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. Lowlife? Me? Never. I've never pressed I've never pressed on a client without knowing what to do. Never once. I've always known exactly what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Trust me. Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you're gonna borrow cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. And don't think it's gonna it's gonna hurt when... Wait, what? And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you get tangled with the tiger. Ha! I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute, that's really not... This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming an urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours too. Very well, I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. You'd better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court will now impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Okay, goddammit, this shit again. Alright. Time to be extra careful. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You can do it, Nick. Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Alright, the tiger's alibi. Let's take a closer look into this. So, penalty for anything I press on that's not relevant. I know nothing about no murder. Well, technically this chap says you do, but we don't have any definitive evidence. I'm still trying to buy time. I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all my time in the office. December. When was, crap, I don't even remember the date right now. Crap. When was his business exactly with, Glenn Elg? Because I'm trying to relate him to this case currently. Do I have some... Oh, wait, yeah, the calendar. Oh, December 3rd. The day of the incident. No, meet with the tiger. Okay. That's one thing I could press on. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderlander every single day. Okay. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Just think, all you have to do is press him on something irrelevant and bam! 50,000! Get real, Maya. How about you pay back the money then? Your allowance should cover it. Hey, I'm no idiot, you know? Well, I'm certainly not the one who thought that, the 50,000 was free money. Anyway, I need to work this guy without pressing his testimony too hard. But his testimony is pretty solid as it is. I admit nothing jumps out at me as a contradiction. But I've got to find an opening somewhere, or I need to make one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking that, the statement right here was tied up with business in December last year. I don't know nothing about no murder, but you're related to, you know, the victim, in a way. You're related to the victim, basically. Yeah, because he's trying to say he's got an alibi here, so... do I want to press here? Or do I want to present the calendar? Presenting the calendar is really risky right now. I'll just go with pressing, because that was what I was going to originally do. Okay. Are you sure about that? We're talking about that, about 1 month ago, you know? You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. That sounds rather, like a rather sketchy schedule. There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder, so now what? Yeah, because the murder was in December then, so... I completely forgot the month we were in for a minute. I'm pretty sure I got this right, so... this is like the only thing I could think of. I'm thinking I should press harder. Oh, this is risky. It's not... I guess it's not like a huge hit if I do mess up, so... You know what, let's go for it. So now what? I don't even know if I read that line. Will yous want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead end, Wright, and you know it. Remember the rules. No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day, too? Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all over, all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before. I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asks you that you add that last statement to your testimony. Huh. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. Wait, was that a new one? Okay, spent December last year, spent all my time in the office. And the days you was talking about, I was in the office, too. I never saw that kid before. Did I get another statement? I never saw that kid before. But... okay, yeah, this is where... okay, this is clearly where this comes in, then. Or, yeah. Because, he clearly borrowed money from you. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenelg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. Dated December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know, 1. Mr. Glenelg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Ha ha ha, not bad. You's actually not bad. Sorry? I was actually just messing with yous, to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without, plus he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. You's calling me a liar? Is that what you doing? Oh no. So, you're saying that your claim... wait. So you're saying that you claim to have never seen the kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You'd better believe that's the truth. Ha. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh, yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness? You never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Matters what he says, with what I can nail him with. Okay, victim Glenelg. I ain't no liar. I never met Glenelg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy, at my office. Tenderlender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. Never even been to Trespian Joint. You's here? Didn't we have something in his office from Tressian? Wait a minute. Let me look through here. Do we have something from Tressian that was in his office, I thought? There was something. Not this page. Not this. I don't think. Yeah, we weren't even there yet. Something on this page? Not the flyer. Paper badge. What was that again? Oh, yeah, that's the fake attorney's badge. MC Bomber? Was it the matches? Matches used for advertising, found lighting, and tender lender. Okay, so yeah, that was. Okay. Yeah, I knew we'd been to Trust-BN before, and I remember finding something there at Tender Lender that was related to Trust-BN. I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right? Yeah, you're racking up quite the bill here, and I doubt you're getting paid very much. I ain't no liar. I never met with Guano. Why am I reading this kid? There's some. Oh, I might as well just make sure nothing else pops to mind. Setting up the office tender lender. Waiting for him around. Never showed. Nothing's catching my eye like that one. Like this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this proves you were there, Ruddy. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What you talking about? We found them in your office at Tenderlender. They're from that restaurant. What? If you've really never been to Trust-BN before, what was a book of matches, a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my stuff too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me. Order, order. Well, witness. I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But, okay, I was at the joint that day. What? But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well, well. Oh, coffee time? Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet with Glen Elk that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Unless that was me and I just forgot all about it. There's only 2 people in this world with that style of hair. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if his place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop siren on my way out. I went straight back to my office. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. I haven't been wait, I already have the penalty, like, on me for, like, messing up. There can't be more of a penalty. Ha, no problem. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays the penalty. Mr. Godot, that's my job. Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know you's paying. Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? And not when that guy's that fucking scary. Okay, let me just do a quick reread of this. So now there's like, since this is like a double penalty now, I am a little scared on pressing now. Supposed to meet with the kid at that restaurant in the afternoon. Okay, he admits to that, that's true. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. So, right when he opened the door, that's what he's saying specifically here. He saw the ugly scene. First of all, when I say that specifically, let's look at... Wait, where is it? We got floor plans. Let's check. Where do you come in? You come in right here, right? Because there's... Yeah, you come in here, I believe. I think? Can I, like... Yeah, because behind this wall would be that. Okay. So you'd have to go around to see the scene. Saw the ugly scene. Guy was laid out over that table, stiff as concrete. What else did you say? I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I spit. Okay, that would make sense if that first part was true. I heard cop sirens on my way out, straight back to my office. That would make sense with your previous statement. I believe that was the last statement. So, if we go back here, if you open the door, I believe I'm assuming correctly. If he went into the door here, he wouldn't be able to see it right away. And the waitress or Maggie would have been passed out somewhere else if he came in, which he's lying about this, obviously, but still. Yeah, it would be hard to, like, see that. And even if you saw some guy slouched over, would you really think he's dead? I mean, I see people sleeping at restaurants all the time. At least that's just, maybe that's just a personal experience in where I live. People just don't care here at all. So it's not that big of a deal to me. It's like, oh, he's just slouched over. It's not like he's like, it's not like he was bloody or anything and, like, that sort of stuff. So yeah, it would be hard to see. And also, open the door to the ugly scene. Did he say anything else specifically about this? Guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now. Oh boy. I'm not looking forward to it if this is wrong. Where was it? Crap, now I lost... Okay, trust me on 4 points, yeah. Remember what I was doing. This is all I can think of right now. When he opened the door, so, it's not lining up correctly, so this is what I'm gonna press on for right now. I'm still holding off... if I remember correctly, I'm still holding off time until Gumshoe gets here with, fingerprints, which are going to help my case. You're something of a loan collector pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time that we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning. These are floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were okay, that was the entrance. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whew, I was sweating a bit. It's like half sweating from the game, half sweating from it being ridiculously hot outside. Anyway, you say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. Thank God that was the entrance. Whew. I'm glad I was right about that being the entrance and not being like a cabinet somewhere. Wish they would have marked the entrance. From there, your field of vision would have been covered in covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Wait, that's wrong. You wouldn't be able to see the back of his head because there's a wall. Unfortunately for you, that's not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables, yeah, they're big walls, is a tall partition. Why, that's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Whew, he's sweating almost as much as me right now. So, from the entrance of Tribulations, you couldn't have seen the victim seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. I actually feel bad for Kudo now, because like unlike most witnesses, he's not bullshitting or anything. You know, I just feel bad for him because it's like, you know, he actually got bamboozled in a way. Unlike most people that just come in here and lie, he got like completely just tricked. So, I mean, I feel kind of bad for him, you know. He's a good guy, you know, with healthy interests, I suppose, for a man his age. Healthier than the judge's interest, at least. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. Profiles. It's just gotta be him. There's nobody else. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness. Ha ha ha! Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? I almost called him the cute tiger. Whoops. So I dares you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts. You can't threaten me, Mr. Tiger. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright! Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts. I'll give you that. Mr. Wright, do not leave me alone to handle this. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godot. Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. Oh man, be interesting to see Karma in here. Not older Karma, just Franziska. Because Tiger and whipping, that'd be interesting. Yeah, wonder how he'd react to getting whipped. Then again, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how everyone reacted to getting whipped. Maybe he should carry around a whip. That'd be interesting. I think he'd get arrested though. Can you get arrested for whipping people? Who knows? Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh no, no, no. The serving girl brought him a Giovacchino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Objection from under the table. Oh, just... I just, like, you could see, you probably just imagine Phoenix squatting under the table, and then just, like, jumping up, like, very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Ha. Found your pen at last, Trite. It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress, from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress is also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident, and someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Well, there's literally only one option here. Sorry, it's just as simple as that. Who was this woman? Or who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tenderlander. You're making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in you better be going home in an armed truck tonight, if you know what I mean. Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, was you. Witness, what have you got to say? That's cute. He really likes saying things are cute. Sorry? You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, Wright? But you's missed out on one real important thing. But that can't be. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him. You's here? What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? Ha! What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. I agree, that's why I just took a drink of coffee. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Yeah, mine's not steaming hot anymore. Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I'll give you one more chance to testify. Alright, let's see what he's got up his sleeves right now. What happened that day at Trespien between yourself and the victim? Ties to the victim. Yeah, I loaned out cash. About $100,000. $100,000? Is that right? But 100,000 was... Wait, was 100,000 right? Maybe it was. I can't remember. Shit. Maybe it was right. Actually, I'm thinking it is right. Okay, that day, we was due to having a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, you see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won! $500,000. You got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elk was $50,000. Yeah, well, you've got the VIG into the account to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know? That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. Well, you're saying there's no motive, but the reason he'd have MC Bomber then, that's what I'm thinking. Because he had this at his thing. So, the reason he would have that is because he wanted to sell MC Bomber for himself, because more than just the 100,000 he'd get off that, if he got the millions he could get off MC Bomber, that would be, like, crazy. His motive, he has to have one, but what is it? I just thought about that. Honestly, it's been kind of obvious, his motive. Like, if you just think about it, they're like, oh, hey, they've been specifically pointing out, yeah, this is worth a lot of money. Constantly. Just, this is worth a lot of money. Like, they can't stress how much money that's worth, so... Obviously, that's... I mean, the 100,000's negligible, but, okay. What do you say exactly? I need to find exactly where I want to present this, or think about this. Okay. Alone L cash, about 100,000. We're still in, super hard mode, I'm guessing, as I'm going to call it, because I don't really have a name for it, just... I have to be really careful with my pressing right now. That day, due to having a little check, he tells me he has no way to pay up. Okay. About to flatten the guy. He starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. Got lucky, real lucky, you know? That waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over. That's the end of it, right? I think. Says that waitress, okay. So the tiger was meeting Glenn Elg to get his money back. If Mr. Elg just given him that lottery ticket, that would have been the end of it. Yeah, so what's the tiger's motive? This is the big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it'll be all over for us. Why would he have to poison Mr. Elg? And why did he loan him the money in the first place, when he knew he couldn't repay him? Yeah, you loan him about 100,000, yep. Say, do a little chat. Tells me to pay up, flatten this, he starts screaming. Crap, his, this is actually making it kind of hard now, I just looked through it again, but, yeah, his statement on, like, I had no reason to kill the guy, it was just 100,000, wasn't actually part of his testimony. That's actually making it kind of confusing for me now. Okay, one more read through. 100,000, okay. We know that. Payback. About to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, won $1 million, got lucky. And he doesn't specify a waitress either, I guess. Crap. Maybe I need to hold off on that then. Because he's pitting this on the waitress again. I don't think I can get him to talk about, or to go on. I don't think I have anything to like go off of what I was thinking earlier. So maybe I need to think in a different way. So maybe see. Kind of want to see like a question about the waitress, because he's not specifically saying waitress here. Maybe I could trip him up here. Maybe I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going a little too far ahead with my thought process on the money right now, on the whole MC Bomber. Maybe that's a little bit later. This is hard. I wish, like, his statements weren't in his testimony, which are the ones that I wanted to present the MC Bomber on, but they're not in his testimony, which is... I think... Let's just go with this. The waitress, you mean... The girl with the glasses at the defendant's chair. Who else would I mean? If she hadn't gotten away, things would have been bada bing, bada boom. Over and done with. Maybe I should push a little on this. Well, obviously we know what Maggie did, so... there's no option to back out of this either, so... Let's ask how things would have been. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Are yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was about to get my 100,000 bucks back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way. Huh. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigger had no motive for killing the victim. Oh, okay. Whew. Actually, whew. Wait a minute. Now this is going to my thought process from earlier. Okay. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. Tiger's motive, huh? What's this news? I was after the 100,000. Didn't have any other reason to kill the guy. Okay. This is where we bring in MC Bomber then. I think. God, please don't be... I'm just bringing in MC Bomber here. Because this, just stressing, this is a lot of money. And, you know, businessman, you like money. And, I mean, he probably talked about it. Probably knew quite a bit. And you've dealt with him, so you know him. I mean, yeah, just potentially worth millions of dollars. Comparative to, or comparing it to the million he won off the lottery. Which, yeah, would just be in the 100,000, which are just negligible, even added together, compared to this. So, let's go on with this. So, you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct? I loaned the guy cash, so that's my right. Well, unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were after. What are you getting at, Trite? What else would the moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. Drinking some coffee. I want to drink this all before it gets really cold. Although it's starting to get... It's, like, just cold now. That's what I get for, yeah, making... Yeah, it's what I get for not drinking it fast enough. Anyway, the kind of money that a single disc like this would get fetch. What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? Not this again. A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? God, come on, Judge! Like, if we're thinking as a futuristic society, computers came out a long time ago for them. Like 20 or 30 years ago, maybe. Like, right? 20, 30 years? It's like 2010s, 2020s nearly in this game. Judge can't be that out of date, can he? Like, you'd at least know what a computer is. And what's the judge, like 70, 80? At max in his years? So he would have been like 40 when computers came out. That's not too old to, like, know what they are, at least. Whatever. Nitpicking at the judge. It's the judge. What do I expect? I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is an important point. The virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $million in the black market. 7 million. Okay. Several $1 million. Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business, but in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay his debt was crucial. What? Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. Yeah, there we go. That makes complete sense. You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of the program. Exactly. Oh, coffee time. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot. Trite. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he needed that money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money in the tune of $1 million? And that would be the medical papers I have somewhere. Oh, well, yeah, because I actually got to hold on to them. Just the $1 million. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm glad I got to keep those. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, were you not? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. How did that scooter even injure the car? Well, whatever. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. Where did you get yourself all this info? These medical papers document the treatment of a young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. Payment for these expenses was due in December of last year, and it was paid in full. $1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Ha. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as a dead morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. I love how it does like a sound effect every time he roars, so I don't have to do it. Order, I wouldn't do it anyway, but order. You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright? Indeed, it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of the underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Oh, spitting out coffee. I'm not doing that right now because... Oh, that'd be bad. Oh, God. I'm going to take a drink of it, though. Your life was in danger unless you paid the compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire $1 million, the $1 million Katarina demanded of you. So desperate in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elk's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glen Elk had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew that. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't. Neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elk won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD, because that wouldn't have paid him enough. Okay, you know, at least no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glen Elk, and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glen Elk, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept out of it. But Mr. Armstrong knew all about it. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Are you ready to fess up, buddy? Order, silence, or I will clear the... Ha 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 ha. You've put on a good show, Spiky. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you've got to be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, create a witness and frame someone. If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. What? Despite your appearance, you are very clever. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one? Mr. Wright. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Wright? Oh dear, that's a lot of bar. What was this trick Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? That was him faking being Phoenix, so that would be the fake badge. That was his final trick. That's the only thing I have connecting him to it. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone would be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Wait, hold on a minute. Although, now that I think about it, only 2 idiots in this world have that hairstyle. It was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing here, this very court, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I ever seen. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was that man. Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him? Gulp. Uh-huh. Hey. Forget about it. Yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. Not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? Coffee time again. Okay, you know what? It's no use trying to compete with Godot coffee terms. It's he takes bigger swings than me too, and it's like, oh god. Yeah. This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Trite here in court. Here in court, we deal with people's lives. Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor. Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over the court as judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. Shit. This is not good. They're turning the tables on me a little bit. If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far. You say he impersonated Glen Elg. You say he impersonated you, but none of that adds us to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Oh wait, what'd he say? Oh, he's like, ha. Sucks to be you, Wright. Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled, you's got that? Well, all we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Ha. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. Come on, Gumshoe, come on! One more piece of evidence. Maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. Gumshoe, please! The witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre. Gumshoe, please! It is him, isn't it? Your Honor, sir. Gumshoe! Woo! Just breaks open the door. Hits somebody in the face on the way in. Wait! Detective! Detective Gumshoe! And then pushes Tigre up the stand, just like, wait a minute, this is my time to talk. Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this, too. What is it, Detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final, decisive piece of evidence. What? What? Wait, that was a weird, like, da-da-da-da sound. I'm getting pumped up now. Wait, what? Why am I here now? 2:48 p.m. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from the medicine bottle. Oh, so do you know who the prints belong to now? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. Hahaha, you bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're for you Tigre's paw prints, alright. That's great, we've got them now, Nick. What's wrong with you? Hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know, look, I'm sorry, this is kinda hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Oh, why not? Why not? Well, we need to produce at this stage in the trial. is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elk's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle. That really doesn't make any difference now. Shit, how dare you use logic against me? Ah, God damn it, Phoenix. Killing the mood here. I knew it. Great, no matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, oh, come on, Gumshoe, you've saved us a couple times. Like, oh, you saved Maya before. You know, don't shoot yourself down, buddy. Come on now. Hey, don't be hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. Come on, Gumshoe. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. God damn it, Gumshoe. Don't talk down to yourself. Detective? Gumshoe? Maggie. You've been working on something for me? Like, can I ship this? Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm real sorry. I'll get out of your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick? My ship's almost dying! I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Something that would make this bottle worth it. 3:04 p.m. District Court lobby number 4. Huh, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Or, yep. I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you discovered. Yeah. Don't keep us all in suspense, Wright. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more time of mine you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but yous lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks you guys got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present the final decisive piece of evidence to the court. We gotta go with a small bottle, don't we? I mean, it's all we have. Literally, it's all I can go with. Well, it's not a one-shot. Like, it's not gonna take this entire bar out if I'm wrong, but it's... thinking it's gotta be the bottle still. What could we do with the bottle, though? That's... oh, boy. Okay. I don't know exactly what we can do with the bottle, but it's the only thing we have right now. It's all I can think of. Because we would have brought up anything we could have used before. Like, beforehand. And we gotta... for Gumshoe. I believe. For Gumshoe. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victim's? Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone in here knows what the bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle. Is that what you're saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? Oh! Oh, I just got it! We're gonna say that the poison was in this bottle. Because he doesn't know. And that's, like, before Godot can object to it, we're gonna make him admit to it. So that he admits to the crime. And then we could just say, oh, we were lying, by the way, but... okay. A phony trial, a phony lawyer. And phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. That was like a really dramatic zoom in. Okay, buddy. Mr. Tigre, This is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils! And those are poisonous to every man. Potassium cyanide. Take a drink of coffee. This is the bottle containing the potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? Ha ha ha! You'd make a good clown, you know that? What? Yous ain't never gonna get this stick. You's just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger? Shit, did I choose wrong? A bluff? I can stay straight through you, Phoenix Wright. You ain't the bottle with cyanide in it. Or that ain't. No. This is the bottle where we found traces of poison in. Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it's made of glass. A cheap piece of trash. Don't look nothing like it. Wait a minute. But you just said it was brown! Like, how would you know that? Are you... I could go, no, just perfect expression there. ... Consecutive ellipses around the room. Got him. At last. What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle. Is the bottle you're referring to... Yeah, that's it. It's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find any of my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you people. That lure's just playing games. Tell him, Godot. Tell that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said? What I just said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. You just don't know who you's messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You just think I'm gonna let some jumped-up suit get the better of me? Of course you control millions on the market because you sold the goddamn virus. Sure, that last piece of evidence was a phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with the phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. Roar. Oh, jeez. Phoenix, hide under the desk again, please. Oh, God. Hello? What? Is he okay? What? Well, what's going on? Looks like a blackout. Oh, shh. Go down. Well done, Trite. That is amazing. Did he try to run? I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. He took the time to throw coffee at me while the lights were off. I fucking love Godot. I'd like the good lights go off. There's a dangerous criminal in the room. All he decides to do is just throw coffee at Phoenix. God damn it, I love Godot. Savor it while you watch your caged prey. I feel like I had too much coffee. I'm already feeling a crush. I need to drink more now. Anyway, right. You caught the tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. The prosecution will be sure to take good care of Mr. Tigre, won't you, Mr. Godot? He is being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenelg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for one slip of the tongue. Fury Tigre is truly a frightening criminal. Ha! The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there. Sir Wright. Godot. Well, I'm now in a position to deliver my verdict. Okay, I really am hoping right now that we get some backstory on Godot. Because, just like, I could see me really liking his character. I already really like his character. Oh, man. I'm hoping we get, like, a lot of backstory on him. Like, kind of like, in the first game, Edgeworth, during the fourth case, I believe? Or one of the cases, Edgeworth got, like, a ton of backstory. I'm hoping we get that sort of case with, Godot. Because, yeah, I'm just really interested in him. He's a great character so far. Anyway, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Whew, I'm sweating so much right now. It's so hot out. And I don't want a fan blowing on me right now because it's like, that would be really annoying for anyone here to listen to. And, you know, that's just, yeah, that would be really annoying. That is all. The court is adjourned. Let me finish off this coffee. Okay. I'm done with my coffee now. Case is over. Perfect timing. That was cold and still good tasting, though. That was good coffee. Okay, 4:10 p.m. That was an hour. Wow. No hour in game, of course. District Court, Defendant's Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Can I see Godot and her ship together, please? Just a little bit. Come on, I feel really bad for him right now. He's doing pretty good. Just let me get a little bit, okay? Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me on all that trouble a month ago. Now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger. Look, Nick, in the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Gumshoe, don't run. Wait. We need to fix up the shipping. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh. Well, I was... Well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around. Gumshoe. Yeah, wait up, detective. He just ran off. God damn it, Gumshoe. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even any use. But... it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. The dead Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. I don't know, Gumshoe's warmed up to the meat. Like, I've warmed up Gumshoe so much by now that I feel bad for him right now. Just, poor Gumshoe. Why can't he get a happy ending right now? Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can you put in a good word for him, Nick? Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie, you know Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this. I want to believe that, sir. But on the first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. It's a detective. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. I don't think he doubted you at all. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. Oh, it's one of these? I know, I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. Oh, wait, what do I have? Do I still have a lunchbox? The other one, the big one? Did I eat that yet? Oh, I didn't eat it. Oh, man. Yeah, I kind of want to eat that now, though. I'm kind of hungry. You know, I don't know if I want to... whatever. Just... Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's... a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe? Quit being so hard on him. Come on now. I actually really like weenies, you know. God damn it, Maya. Not right now, Maya. You guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial dragged on quite a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this now? You guys ate it in front of me last time like assholes. Now I'm gonna eat it. Force Maya to watch on the side. You know, that face isn't happiness on Maya right now. That's her being tormented internally by the fact that somebody's eating food in front of her while she's starving. But you know what? You kind of deserve it because you guys did the same. So how is it, Maggie? It's really good. Gumshoe's a really good wife. Yeah, he's perfect wife material. So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all cleared up. Or all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Just based on how crazy this case was in particular, this case wasn't, like, hard, but it was crazy. Yeah. Like, I think, personally, the... oh, what case was it? In this game, I think the one with the thief, was a little bit harder than this one, but this one was definitely a lot more interesting and crazy. Maybe it's just because it kind of was obvious at a point who the guilty party was in this. Or is it the thief? It was like, it's a back and forth, I guess. Anyway, brand new episode added. Turnabout Beginnings. That was awesome. I would like to save. And time to make sure there's no cutscene in the beginning. Oh, never mind, it's not starting it. Okay.